Today, for our broadcast, we will have Erik Hammond. Hi, Erik.
Hey, guys.
Erik has a digital marketing agency here in San Diego County and is going to partner with us, and we'll go live on Broadcast Tuesday every third Tuesday of the month starting September. So make sure you tune up every third Tuesday of the month. Why Erik? Well, here's the history about Erik. Something very important is number one, he's the owner of a digital marketing agency, which we all know as a real estate agent, we need that now. It's a must. And what I love about Erik, I work with a lot of digital marketer and marketing company. And the problem is when you are a real estate agent, you try to find a way to connect with the marketing department or digital marketing agency, but some of them do not have real estate experience, so they don't understand where we are coming from. Here's the good news. Erik's background is in real estate. He's a licensed agent. He's been active for years and sold hundreds of homes. So he will help you between his real estate background and his digital marketing background. So this is what I love about Erik. Now, today Erik will be covering 8 ways to drive traffic to your next open house and how to take a listing from a listing.
Awesome.
Go ahead,
Thanks,
Erik.
Jessica. Appreciate it. Excited to be here with you guys today. So as she said, we're going to be covering 8 ways to drive traffic to your open house. This is kind of post-open house and pre-open house, so both sides of it. So consider some of the things that you're doing in your marketing and what's working for you in your business, and we're going to try to add some elements to that if possible. So one of the first things we do, we're actually going to go through the whole week listing or proceeding up to the actual open house. So starting on a Monday, you're actually going to want to pull out your phone just like we did here today and go live on Facebook. You're going to hit that record button and do a quick property tour. You know, stand outside in the driveway, introduce the house, tell them where you are, talk about some of the features of that property, and then bring up the open house. So, you know, today we're going to be at 123 Main Street. The open house is going to be Saturday and Sunday from 1 to 4. We'd love to have you guys out here and basically just go through parts of the home and show some of the features of that property and why people want to live there. So you don't want to show the whole entire home, but you want to leave a little bit of mystery to it as well. Go show the kitchen, the master, any views that are possible, you know, a yard, things that are going to excite people and get them to watch your video. So once your video is actually done, go back to your office, jump on your computer, and spend a couple dollars on Facebook. This is where you're going to actually get video views. Instead of being organic, you're actually going to pay people to watch your video. So we recommend typically about a $20 to $50 budget for something like this. What that's going to do is it's going to get you in front of about 1,400 individuals who are going to watch your video. These are going to be people that you've never met or talked to. We're going to be in the community around that home. So you're going to pick them out demographically. So who's going to own my home, or who's going to buy this house, age, you know, what they're interested in, who's going to be an ideal buyer for this property, and you're going to push that video out for the whole week. So from Monday all the way through Sunday to try to drive traffic to your open house. So what happens is we'll reuse the people who actually view this video later towards my 8th touch, and I'll talk to you about that in a second. But the next one is on Tuesday, you actually want old school postcards to go out. So you're going to have a postcard that goes out called the Just Listed campaign. It's going to go out to 500 of the closest neighbors nearby who own homes in the area. They probably know somebody who's been wanting to buy a home in that neighborhood if there's not much turnover going on. So you're going to send out these postcards. They're going to hit Tuesday. You're going to have a great thing, great message on there about come to the open house. You're going to have beautiful pictures. It's going to be a nice big postcard. I'm talking like 12 by 6, something that stands out from their mail, bigger than a magazine, a big piece of mail that's going to grab their attention. So that's Tuesday. Come Wednesday, you're actually going to get on the phone and do some even more old school techniques. So get on the phone, download about 500 phone numbers into your dialer, and start calling through the neighborhood and inviting people to come to your open house as well. You're going to leave voicemails, you're going to have conversations, you're going to, you know, rally the troops and get people to show up. You're going to tell them how great this house is, what the owners have done to it, you know, any special features that this home might have to offer. Just get people to come. Remember to ask that question. Who do you know that wants to buy or sell real estate? Have them come down, meet me. We can talk about what's going on in the market. You're trying to build interest in that. So now we've got Thursday coming up. So Thursday, back to some more old school stuff. You're going to be out there door knocking. So you're going to find 200 of the closest neighbors that live, you know, right in that same community, and you're going to have a different flyer that's going to go out to these ones. This is kind of like a special invitation to your exclusive party. So you're going to go, you're going to knock on the door, you're going to wait for somebody to answer. You're not just slipping flyers in the mailbox. You're actually trying to have conversations with people, trying to find out who's been thinking about selling, getting a pulse on that market and what's going on. Usually the neighbors are the best source of knowing, who's going to be interested in buying a home in that community because they have friends or family that live close by. And this is why we talk about taking a listing from a listing, because oftentimes if you're the first home to come into a market that's going to be for sale, oftentimes 2 or 3 will actually pop up within the next 30 to 45 days. So if you're the first real estate agent who's selling a home in a new community or a community that hasn't had a lot of turnover lately, there's a good chance that you could take 1 to 3 more listings just from this one property. I've seen that happen time and time again, where just by spending a little bit of money and being able to engage with the people that live in that community, you're going to be the go-to agent, because a lot of these people have lived in a home for 10 to 30 years. They don't know real estate agents. They're not being in communication with them on a day-to-day basis. And so by you just being there in the right time in the right place, by default, they're going to reach out to you and they're going to trust you and they're going to see that you know what you're talking about. So that's Thursday and Friday. You're probably going to knock on about 200 doors, and it's going to take you about an hour for every 30 to 40 doors, depending on the conversations that you have. So plan on a nice warm day of door knocking. I would do something that's like in the 4 to 6 o'clock range, catching people home, being able to talk to them and have those conversations. Don't be afraid to talk to somebody for 20, 30 minutes if the time goes on. So be comfortable with that. Okay, the next one is the actual open house. So Saturday, the next day. Get your signs out early. The agent that puts their signs out at 12:30 for the 1 o'clock open house is missing tons of traffic. Get your signs out at 8 o'clock in the morning if your city lets it. Put out 20 to 30 signs if you can, 40 if you can afford it. If you put out 6 or 7 signs, you're going to miss a lot of opportunity. So go all the way back to the freeway off-ramps, capture the major traffic intersections that are getting there. Get balloons, get flags, write on the open house sign the time that you're going to be there. Because if somebody sees your sign at 8 o'clock in the morning, they may drive around looking for you. If you're not there till 1, they're going to get discouraged. So put on there 1 to 4, the address. You're just trying to get as much attention from the local traffic as possible. At your open house, be sure to get people to sign in. We recommend the Open Home Pro app. It goes on a tablet or an iPad. Get people to sign in. If you can have a lender or a title rep there to help you kind of capture the traffic, or someone from your team, be friendly, provide some value there. But you're basically wanting to capture as much information from people as they come in. Ask them a couple questions. This app is great because it allows you the opportunity to make specific questions. So are you working with a real estate agent? How long have you been looking for a home? What areas are you looking for properties? Things like that. You're trying to figure out who they are. Some people will obviously put up some hesitation and not be too excited about wanting to give you information because they're on a drive to look at 6 or 7 homes that day. But get as much information as possible from them. Try to provide value. I'd recommend not printing a flyer simply because if you give them all the information, they're actually not going to want to get anything else from you. So, mention, if you give me your email, I'll give you a whole property tour, a video, anything that's going to provide value. I'll actually put you on my coming soon list so that you can find out about the properties that are coming on the market. So those are some values that you can get from them or give at the open house. Okay, so now you sold the house. The house is closed. It's been an awesome job. You've gotten great offers. Now you get to brag about yourself. So now you get to send out another postcard. This is typically going to hit about 2 to 3 days after the property closes. So you're going to have an even bigger postcard. I'm talking like 14 by 7, something huge. It's going to have right on the front, closed in 10 days, multiple offers, sold above asking. Put those big bullet points on there that are going to get people's attention and let them realize you know what you're doing. So you're going to brag about yourself on the front, on the back. Maybe you list a couple other properties that you have coming on the market, talk about some of your other inventory. You're trying to get the phone to ring. You want a big call to action on this postcard, something that says, call me, visit my website, go here for this, here's some value that I can provide to you. So that's important. Have that postcard go out. The next day, back on the phone. So the day after your postcard's hit, you want to jump back on the phone. Now you got to remember, this is probably about the 7th time people are going to hear from you. They've seen videos, they've seen your face at the door, they've talked to you on the phone. You're picking them up and saying, hey Sally, how's it going? Thanks for coming to my open house. You're friends at this point almost. So again, you're saying, here's what we did, here's what's gone on, we've been able to provide this, here's what's happened to this house, and by the way, we have buyers. That's the message. Just because you have an open house, you're going to get people there, you're going to have potential buyers that are interested in buying a property in this neighborhood. That's the message that you want to display. Look, this is a great home. We've had a lot of interest on it. There's been multiple offers. Unfortunately, not everyone has been able to buy this one house. We would love the opportunity to talk to you about your home. Have you had any thoughts of selling your property? Here's what we can do for you. Let's schedule a time to come look at your home and see if it might be a fit for the buyers that we're working with, right? You're trying to build value, trying to leave some mystery. What can we get for your home, kind of a thing. So that's the next step. And then after that, it's all about retargeting, okay? It's all about the video views that you had. So everybody that's watched a video of yours, everyone that saw that open house video, it's about putting another message in front of them, and that's where the last video comes into play. It's making a nice professional video in your office. In an environment like this that looks like you know what you're doing, has some professionalism to it, and you're gonna make another video. It's not on Facebook Live, but an actual edited video. You're gonna have information on the bottom of how they can get a hold of you, phone numbers, emails, websites, things like that. And you're basically gonna say the same message. You know, my name's Eric, I work with ABC Realty. We've had a lot of interest in a home that we recently sold in your neighborhood. I would love the opportunity to talk to you and see if you've had any thoughts of selling your home. If there are any people in your neighborhood or family or friends that you know in this neighborhood, we have motivated buyers who are very interested in submitting an offer on your home. Please reach out to me today. Visit my website if that's a good call to action for them, and capture that information. So now you're gonna send this video to those people who watched your first open house video. And you can re-engage with these people over and over. That's the beauty of Facebook, is it knows what action people take and it knows how to get in front of them again. So I'm not gonna get into the details of how to target these people, but just know that you can, know that it's available, and that's where the real money on Facebook comes, is it's retargeting the people that watch your message and hitting them over and over with different messages that apply to them. So do you wanna know the homes that are coming out of the market? Do you wanna know how much your home is worth? Are you interested in finding out what the market's gonna be like over the next 12 to 16 months as the market shifts? You know, things like that. So provide the value that your viewers and your clients are wanting to know, and that's where you're gonna win. By default, you're gonna have lots of traction. At the end of this scenario, you're probably gonna have about 7,000 impressions, which is super affordable for the price that you're gonna pay to get out a few mailers, make a few phone calls, and spend a couple dollars on Facebook. So those are my tips for today. I hope that this drives traffic to your next open house. If you have one coming up, we'd love to be of support to you. In the comments below, we actually have a link to our website where you can actually schedule a free 30-minute consultation to ask us any questions about remarketing, retargeting, and how to drive traffic to your website or open house. So thanks for following. We appreciate it. Anything else from you?
Bye. Thank you, Eric.
You bet.
For helping all the agents out there. So remember, he's offering a free 30-minute consultation, right? Yep. So we will put the link, I believe, above.
I'll mention it right here. It's theorangestack.com/bookit. BOOKIT.
And of course, if you have any quick question, you can always put it in the comment box and Eric will get back to you. Thank you very much, everyone, and see you next Tuesday. Bye-bye.